What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Celta Vigo series. Now, the first thing you're probably wondering is where on earth is the face cam? Well, I'm going to level with you. It's incredibly warm in the UK, and I haven't even actually got a shirt on at the moment. So that's the reason why there is no face cam today. Yeah, it's just too warm, and I just literally cannot cope with this heat pretty much. But we are going to be playing another episode today of the series. Hopefully the face cam will return when the weather cools down slightly. I was supposed to upload this yesterday, but because I'm working most of today, the chances are I was going to leave you guys without a video, and I didn't want to do that, so I halted it, and I'm going to release this on Wednesday instead of the Tuesday at 6 PM. So yeah, apologies for the delay, but that's the way it's going to be, of course. Having work and stuff, it's tough to balance it with making videos. But still, I try my best, and that's all you can do. But, yeah, today's episode, as I mentioned, we're going to be taking on Atletico Madrid. We also will be taking on Barcelona in that list of fixtures. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to play one of these games here against Deportivo in the round of 16 of the Copa de España. Not quite sure which one I'm going to be playing, though. Whether or not that'll be the away leg, most likely, I think. So, without further ado, I'm ready to go into game one. I've got my team set up. I'm ready to do this. And hopefully we'll watch us beat Atletico in the first game of the day. 4 points is the gap that we have over Real Madrid at the moment. We're on 37, they're on 33. So, every chance we might be able to continue this good form. And on the topic of it being incredibly warm, I apologise if you can hear my computer, because with the heat, it's working at us a bit over the top now, and it's making a bit of noise. But still, let's jump into this. I've actually realised I started Pau Lopez instead of Ruben Blanco, so that's my mistake. I was supposed to start Blanco. We'll see if Pau Lopez can actually be the hero today, though. As you know, traditionally in this series, we've kind of struggled against Atletico. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case today. I just derped as well, guys. I realise I can't show you the team because then I get done for copyright, which is fun. But there is no Antoine Griezmann in that lineup. Dominic Iorfa at right back. I've got to say, in terms of the Atletico Madrid teams that we've faced in the past, this one doesn't really faze me. I'm saying that now. It could be the famous last words. Of course, Belotti, as I titled the last video, only scored one goal. Oh, giving away. Only scored one goal in the league as of last episode, but he's now on 4 after last episode. So he's improved. We'll see if we can grab any more with him today. The game is underway. Marcos Alonso up to the best player in the series this season, Pion Sisto. Sisto's at it again. Pion Sisto! Good save, Werner. And Godin did very well not to turn that ball into his own goal. Pereira, Belotti. Sorry, it was actually Belotti into Vass. And I'm gonna just take a look at this because I wanted to see just how well Godin actually did, because I thought for a moment he was gonna turn this in. So the ball comes back at him. Yeah, it just kind of hits him, and he did very well to react to it. Well played, Godin. And I tell you what, he is a solid defender. The other reason I checked that instant replay as well to see if there was a potential handball in there. Great turn, Andrea Belotti in towards the penalty area. Belotti! We lead 1-0. It's taken 10 minutes here. And there is the 5th of the season in the league for Andrea Belotti. There was quite a few comments in the last episode, as always, so thank you for that. And a few of them were mentioning the fact that Belotti isn't performing. Maybe we should sell him and try and bring in somebody else. In terms of his league performance, I agree. He's certainly not performing. But if you look at him in the Champions League, at the moment he's averaging a goal-to-game ratio. And also, I think he's played a couple of games in the Copa de España as well. And he's also in there, getting around a goal-to-game. So it's just his league performances that have been hindered this season. And I don't know what that exact is. I did mention last episode I thought it might be the fact that he was potentially going to be going to Leipzig, which fell through. But that isn't to be, because 5 goals now in La Liga, 4 more than last episode. So maybe me, I guess, hindering him and slating him in the last one has kind of worked out, because it's brought the best back out of it. Well, best back out of him, I should say. Oh, good win back, Violent Cyprian. And now we can set off with the ball at his feet. He's got Belotti on the left, and he's got Sisto down the right. Cyprian, though, wants to go himself. Cyprian! Oh, Werner makes a good save. He probably should have passed it, but at the same time, there was never, the clear-cut opportunity to lay the ball across. And they just kept standing off and standing off and standing off. Then in the end, the run came in and the shot did as well. But a good save by the goalkeeper keeps this at 1-0. Corner ball to us, whipped in by Andres Pereira towards the head of Belotti. That one's over the top and a wasted chance. Belotti sees the run of Pion Sisto. Here he goes, Pion Sisto! 2-0 Celta. Just as Madrid were beginning to find their feet. we hit them with the second of the afternoon. And of course, it had to be Pion Sisto. Assisted by Belotti, scored by Sisto. Celta 2, Atletico 0. As I said earlier, their team is just too weak, and if that's a disrespect moment, they haven't named their best 11 against us, then fair play, and that's the reason why they're going to lose. Maybe they've just done bad business, and that's the reason why they haven't got the same 11 that we're used to seeing. Nevertheless, this hasn't really been a tough game here for us. And just before the half-time break, the whistle is now gone. It remains 2-0 here at home. And it should be the 3 points coming with us. Haven't really got a lot to do in this second half. Just make sure we don't do any massive mistakes. And we should be getting these 3 points. Sisto's played well. Belotti's played well. Overall, though, it hasn't really been a tough game for us. I've got to say that. As I mentioned, I don't know what the side is like from Atletico. I don't know why they're naming this sort of team. Maybe they just haven't got the players there. Here goes Sisto again. This time looking to take on his man as he cuts inside and looks towards Andres Pereira. And that's a great save. It really should have been 3. Jeez, man. 2 wins by Marcos Alonso. Now Pereira takes this forward. Sisto's through. Should be 3-0. Pion Sisto. There you go. Oh, man. Atletico started to commit men forward, and they've given themselves a real kick in the teeth here. I just don't know what they're thinking with their team selection or anything like that. And honestly, they've deserved this 3-0 defeat. And at this point, I think it's time we make a couple of changes, because why not? Pion Sisto is on a hat-trick, so I'm going to leave him on. I'm actually going to bring off Andrea Belotti. And on comes Oscar Regis Crespi, the man who scored twice against PSG in the last episode. And I'm also going to bring on Ryan Sessegnon at cam. See if he can do that role for us. But that's the only 2 changes I'm going to make for now. Still 30 minutes to go. 3-0 to Celta. And yeah, this is just one of those ones where you catch them on the counter. And then Pion Sisto holds his nerves to find the bottom corner. Atletico are in, and there's a man free in the middle. That's great defending from Matthias de Ligt. Well done. We're 3-0 up. He could have quite easily said, listen, I'm just going to not defend that. But he gave his all there to win that one back. The header up towards Pion Sisto is actually sadly not won. And unfortunately, we haven't come away with that. But great defending from Matthias de Ligt, stopping what I thought would be a certain goal there. I can say as well that Griezmann has actually come on, so why was he not starting in the game? That's going to be the question mark raised by the fans from Madrid, but that's a great shot actually, and Pau Lopez has done well to keep that one out. Corner ball now to Atletico. 15 minutes left in the game. It will only be a consolation if they can find a goal, but it would be important to their fan base who travelled. That's never a penalty, ref. Are you joking me? On a serious note, that's not a penalty kick. There's nothing in that. I mean, look, where is the foul in there? He's actually looking for the penalty. He goes down, and Pau Lopez now has to try and save it for our clean sheet. Lopez! Never mind. That was one of the worst penalties I think I've seen ever. What on earth was that? Regis Crespi back inside is Cyprian. Good work. And here is Cyprian. Man over. Can he use him? It's going to go towards Pion Sisto. Ref, that's as much a penalty. Thank you. I was going to say, if you're going to give the penalty at one end, you have to give it for that then. And it's a red card. Oh my goodness. Things have gone from bad to worse for Atletico. Oh, this has not been a good day for them and their fans. That is a shocking tackle. What is he thinking? Obviously, it's going to be Pion Sisto here. He's on the hat-trick. He's actually taken the match ball. He wants to take this. Pion Sisto for his hat-trick. Up against Werner. Sends him the wrong way. It's Celta 4. Atletico 0. It's a hat-trick for our star man this season. Get in. World-class penalty from Pion Sisto. No chance for the goalkeeper there. And that sends us now to jubilation because we know that's definitely going to be the 3 points. Pion Sisto hat-trick. I can't recall how many hat-tricks we've actually had in this series. But I know that's his, I think his first Pion Sisto for myself under my reign. Ball whipped in by Douglas Costa. Diego Costa, I should say, even. And that's easy for us to defend. Would get even better now if we could get Regis Crespi on the score sheet with the last 5 minutes. Griezmann. I don't want my defenders to get caught here. I know we're winning 4-0, but we still have to defend as well. And Manolas just steps inside there and actually wins it. That should have been a free kick. Nothing given by the ref. Here is Vass towards Sessegnon. Here goes Regis Crespi. Come on, son. Get yourself a goal. Regis Crespi. Great save, Werner. Felt like Regis Crespi slowed down a little bit there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Doesn't matter, though, because even if that had have gone in, it would be great for him. Sessegnon, lovely footwork. Ryan Sessegnon. Skies it. Here is Delict. Now Sessegnon. Lovely ball. Cyprian through towards Sisto. It's 5-0 Celta. It is 4 for Pion Sisto. Oh my goodness me. We are on fire right now. There is nothing that Atletico can do. And their devastating start to this first half of the season is made even worse here as they're hit for 5 against one of their main rivals. 15th place they were before this game. I don't know what on earth is happening over there at their respective team, but whatever it is, surely the manager must be thinking that his job's on the line here, because this defeat, a 5-0 loss to Celta Vigo, and you're still 15th. What on earth? There is the full-time whistle. I can't really say anything else other than the boys were fantastic there. Pion Sisto, what a player he is. Shots 5, goals 4. Collects his match ball. Very well deserved of that one. Belotti also on the score sheet. Got the only other goal of the game. Look at those match facts. We battered them. They may have had possession, but we created stuff with it. We did have to require Pau Lopez in certain areas, but ultimately it was a really bad performance from Atletico. And that sums up the way they've started this season. Being 15th place before that, I'm sure they'll probably have dropped to after that. Remarkably, they've actually climbed up to 14th place Atletico. Still not good, because they're not expected to be down there. Having said that, Bilbao also in 15th place. What's going on there, man? It's kind of strange seeing this sort of thing play out. Deportivo, they've done very well, because you remember Season 1 we smashed them as well, and they've come back pretty well. We're undefeated after 16 games, 12 wins, 4 draws, 0 defeats. And we are 7 points ahead of Real, who do have a game in hand, though. But with that, that is a fantastic start to the episode. And as I mentioned, got a few more games to come. But I didn't actually realise this. We're about to go into the January transfer window. So with the injuries to Fekir, Moore, and Maxi Gomez, I said I was maybe going to bring some signings in. We do have a little bit of money to work with, but not a lot. So anybody that we do try and bring in is most likely going to be pretty cheap, as India want me to manage them. I'm going to reject that. But it would have been quite interesting, actually, to go over to India and try and take them to a World Cup or something. But still, we have to focus now. January transfer window coming up. What do we want to do? So a few things to take note of. Dani Garcia has left the club after we agreed a sale with Bayer Leverkusen before this window. So he will leave. We've got some scout updates to go through, and also Mbaye wants to leave the club. Alongside that, I think we need to focus on a few other players as well, because I think a few other players are unhappy at the club too for not getting game time. We'll see what's going to happen regarding those guys, because obviously we can only work with whatever offers come in to play. I'm going to take a look here at the youth academy we're currently rocking with. See if I want to keep hold of everybody, which at the moment their potentials look okay. Nobody really of any worry, so I'm going to keep hold of all those guys. Got these ones to go through, so I'll really only come back if there's anything to show you. Oh my goodness. I've just taken a look at the messages, and we've got a message from the board saying Atletico have shown interest in purchasing Pion Sisto. He scored 4 against them last game, and that's the reason why they want him. But that's never going to happen. And alongside that, I'm going to go and give him a new contract, actually, because A, he's deserved it, and B, his value is atrocious because he doesn't actually have a long period of time left on his contract, I don't believe. So let's have a look. Yeah, he's got a year and 6 months. So I'm going to actually give him a new contract here. See if he'll accept it. There we go. £47 million, but he wants a release clause. I'm going to reject it. I'm going to negotiate. I don't want to give him a release clause, so I'll just give him a bit more money. All right, there we go. Contract negotiated. He's on a 5-year deal now, which should actually put his value up a little bit. And that will make him a whole bunch more worth more money, which is good. One player that I do want to make mine is this man, Stefan Savic, playing his trade at Atletico Madrid at the moment. So it would be weakening a rival while strengthening ourselves. So we're going to make an offer for the 29-year-old centre-back. He would only be important in the club. He's going to want crucial, I think. Yeah, well, I'll just say that because he's not going to be a crucial first-team player. We've got Manolas and Delict, and also Ruben Dias as well. But I'll just give him that promise. And then at the end of the day, if he wants to leave, he can just literally go for a little bit of money. So because he's on £74,000 a week at Atletico, I'm going to offer him 75 to come and join us here at Celta. It's a little bit more money. He wants 65, but he wants a clean sheet bonus. I'm going to remove that. Submit offer. Yeah, he's happy. There we go. So we've managed to sign up somebody for next season. Stefan Savic joins the club from one of our rivals. It weakens them, strengthens us. 85 rated centre-back for next season. He'll come in and hopefully do a good job. I've just noticed as well that Daniel Vaz has sadly dropped a couple of overalls, which isn't ideal. Now we take on Deportivo for this Copa de España game. It is away first, and I do actually have £31 million to spend in the budget as well. And because it is the away leg first, we will actually play this one. I've got a weaker team than normal, but it's a strong back four. Busquets in the midfield, Xavier out on the right, Sessegnon on the left, Edson Reis and Alba Ruiz along with Regis Crespi up front. So we do have the capability. I've also got a strong bench to call upon if need be, but I'm hoping we won't have to use them. I think if we get a 1-0 win here, it's fine. We can then go into, you know, our home leg and hopefully sim it and win. That's the aim anyways. Ruiz. Oscar Regis Crespi in towards the penalty area. Regis Crespi gets his shot away. It's blocked and it will be behind for a corner. The pressure has begun to mount on Deportivo. Hey, a great skill from Reis. He's in the box. Edson Reis. Oh my goodness me. What a goal. What a goal from Edson Reis. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Oh my goodness. What an effort. It wasn't the cleanest shot in the world, but it doesn't matter how they go in. Look at this. The skill gets him into the box. He dribbles in, and with a right foot, somehow manages to get his body shape correct, to find his shot in off the post. The keeper doesn't get anywhere near this one, and that is a brilliant, brilliant goal. The first time we're using him, he's played a couple of games for us when I've simmed games, but I certainly haven't actually used him myself yet. And oh, wow, what a effort that is. Edson Reis. I don't know, as I said, if I'm pronouncing it right. If you think that I'm pronouncing it wrong, let me know how you would say it in the comments. But look, man. Oh, 79 acceleration, 74 sprint speed. He's actually got 79 finishing. So that wasn't a stat I was expecting to see. Plays right wing, cam, left wing, 3-star, 3-star. Oh, maybe we have to train him because he possibly has a bright future at the club. What a goal. Here is Oriol Busquets in towards Mbaye. Needs a run. Where is the man in the middle? It should be Alba Ruiz there. Cross in towards him. It comes to Sessegnon instead, who actually has a big chance there to make it 2. And I think he's got to do a lot better with that. A little bit disappointed in the finish from Ryan Sessegnon. You'd expect better for somebody who is involved in first team action. Alba Ruiz. Edson Reis again making a great run. He's in again. Can he find another one? No, he can't. This time it's over the top of the crossbar. And that's that lack of composure. Imagine the scenes if he'd have got a second for himself. Would have been a great way to introduce him to me, but unfortunately, his shot went over the top of the crossbar. Oh, great delivery. That's got to be a goal. It is a goal. Oh, man, Deportivo hit one back. It's going to be 1-1 here. And I've got to say again, as I mentioned, it was a fantastic delivery, and Andone puts it in. You know what? Given the strength of our team, I would quite happily take a draw here. That's a great knock, and then there's not a lot you can do. Andone is one of their better players, and it's interesting to see him starting today. So clearly, Deportivo putting their eggs in this basket of the Copa de España. They're not having a bad season either in the league, so it's been a good year for them, and very well done to them. They get themselves back on level terms, and we've had a couple of chances where maybe we could have killed this game off. As Marcos Alonso now with the latest looking to step over, gets inside. Marcos Alonso left foot. We know he can hit them. But he's got to do better there. He hits it straight at the goalkeeper. And there goes the half-time whistle. 1-1 here against Deportivo at the break. It's been an interesting first half. We saw Edson Reis score for us from an unbelievable effort, which was cancelled out by an Andone effort. But we have had chances to actually take a second goal. If passes had been correct or my shooting had been on point, maybe it would have been another goal. Alba Ruiz now back towards Ryan Sessegnon. Lovely play. Sessegnon, look for the cross. Oh, why are the crosses being so bad recently? Another really poor delivery. Nice play from Regis Crespi. He gets into a really good area. Oh, wait. That's actually worked out. Sessegnon, we've got to be better. Regis Crespi, how has he not scored? It stayed underneath his feet. It should have been 2-1. I'm really frustrated, though, with Sessegnon again, because his delivery from the wide area was shocking. We got so lucky that the ball actually went through to Sessegnon, and you've got to take advantage of that luck. As soon as he gets it, the delivery has to go in towards the middle. There was actually, I did aim it towards Regis Crespi, who was the man available. And it did actually eventually go to him, which he couldn't finish because the ball got caught underneath his feet, which is frustrating enough. But yeah, you saw, the man was free, and Sessegnon again, his delivery was straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, lovely ball. Edson Rees towards Xavier, who's looking for his goal now, and that's a fantastic one-handed save. That's a great ball, though. And I tell you what, he's making a case to potentially start a few more games here, Edson Rees. However you say his name, I don't know. I'm going to call it Rees for now. But regardless, what a pass that was. Here is Albo Ruiz towards Regis Crespi now, who needs to try and find something in the game for himself. Not had a good performance here, Regis Crespi. But then again, the supply hasn't been there from the areas that you require it. Another good tackle from Rees, as he now finds Regis Crespi. Regis Crespi, the man over is Xavier again. Xavier! He looks for the shot. Regis Crespi, he's trying to find it and dink it now in towards the empty net because the keeper was off his line. Another big opportunity for us, which we can't take. The ball through the middle as well. Not defended well by Gomez. Gomez! Great tackle in the end. Well played. Xavier. Now Albo Ruiz sees the run of Ryan Sessegnon, but the poor pass doesn't set him through. Ruiz, though, wins it straight back. And now Sessegnon towards Regis Crespi. Crespi, Xavier. Xavier, the man is there. Albo Ruiz, it's in the middle. Albo Ruiz, another great stop again. How many saves is this goalkeeper going to make? Oh, dear me. I just can't score. I was considering bringing on a few players, but I'm actually going to give the boys the chance because they've played unbelievably well here, some of the youngsters. And I feel like one of them can change this game. Sessegnon, get back and defend, son. Marcos Alonso does win it, and Paul Lopez here. Ooh, I hate having the goalkeeper in this sort of position because normally I make mistakes, but worked out that time. Can this young side of Celta Vigo find a winner? Edson Rees towards Albo Ruiz, in towards Regis Crespi. Brilliant play. Regis Crespi! 2-1 Celta! They found the winner, and it is Oscar Regis Crespi. Scored his first ever goal for the club earlier on in the last episode against PSG, and now he has another one. That's his third professional goal for Celta, and it's assisted by Albo Ruiz, who just laid the ball off and said, there you go, mate, take advantage, and he does just that. The number 9, the future of Celta Vigo, gets the second. It is 2-1, and it really should be us heading through the next round anyways, but this goalkeeper has been in inspired form. Without him, we would be heading into that one without even having to look at the second leg. But unfortunately, it's going to go down to the second leg, where hopefully we'll take in this 2-1 advantage. If we can defend, Sessegnon plays it out of play. It's going to be a throw-in to Deportivo, but we don't have too long left now. And Done dropping deep. Gets the ball in towards the box. And Ruben Diaz does very well, actually, to defend that. There is the full-time whistle. 2-1 win. Regis Crespi with the winner. Get in. And I mean, look at that. Look at what it means to some of these young players out here. You know, they're not really going to be playing many games for the club. It was a very, very young side that we named. And Edson Ruiz, I do believe, has picked up man of the match. 2 shots, 1 goal. He set up a few chances as well. Was an unbelievable, addition to the team. And you can see he's very happy with the way he played there. And as you can see, we did come away with the win. Who actually did get man of the match? Let's take a look. I'm going to assume it was Edson Ruiz. It was not. Gabriel Xavier got it. Even though Rees also played at an 8.9. We'll call it. We'll say Rees got it. There you go. Alright, this is a little bit of a risk now because I'm going to be simming this game against Espanyol. And of course, we are undefeated in the league. Imagine the scenes if we lose it here. Come on, boys. Don't let me down. Please. Already inside 6 minutes, we can see. But Belotti, woo, back on level terms. 14 minutes in. Come on, boys. I've got the faith. I've got the faith. And I really don't know why I had the faith, because Rocker's just made it 2-1. Cyprian! Woo! We're going to get a 2-2 draw here. I'll take it. It's not a defeat. We had to come back twice in the game after conceding, but we did do it, and that's the more important bit. A 2-2 draw there against Espanyol. And, of course, next up is that second leg against Deportivo, which will be simmed at home with a slender 2-1 advantage. All right, guys, I just saw as well that the player of the year has been announced, so we're going to take a look at who it actually is. I'm not sure who will have actually got it. I don't know as well, like, what kind of, things other teams have done. Anyways, let's take a look. So, Manager of the Year has been announced. We'll see who's got that actually first. I didn't know that. It's gone to, I don't even recognise who that is. So, Unai Emery. Unai Emery has got Manager of the Year, the new Arsenal manager. Nice to see that. Player of the Year, though, when this loads. Who on earth is that? Wait, is that Vass? Don't tell... Daniel Vass is the Player of the Year. Scenes. What? Daniel Vass is Player of the Year. Hang on a minute. Hang on. obviously, guys, the player of the year runs from January to January. So basically, for the season, I mean, he's got 7.3 match rating on average, right? So basically, the way this works, player of the year, it runs for the calendar year and not the season. So obviously, from like January in 2019 to the end of December in 2019, that's how it runs. So obviously, we played there, and it's from this entire period here. So it's the back end of last season and the start of this season, where I suppose we did win the league, and then we obviously started off dominant again. So I can see why it's one of our players. But my goodness me, Daniel Vass is player of the year. And you know what's weird about that is that he just lost an overall rating. Yeah, that's slightly surprising because as well, what's his contract saying? How long has he got left? 2 years. So I'm wondering how many people are going to be interested in the 30-year-old here. Might be able to cash in and get some nice money for him. So, after the hard work of the first leg, it's time to play the second leg against Deportivo. We've named the same team that played and beat them 2-1. And we'll see if the lack of experience in the side might come back to bite us. Although I don't think it will. I think we've got a good enough defence to hold out, as Marcos Alonso gives us a 1-0 lead. Making it 3-1 aggregate. So we should be through at this stage. And I did just say aggregate instead of aggregate. Yep, I can't talk today. It's the heat, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. It really is stupidly warm in the UK for once. It looks like that goal from Marcos Alonso is going to be the only goal of the game, though. 23 minutes in, and we do get through to the next round of the Copa de España. This might be the furthest we've ever been as well, because if you remember, we were knocked out by Atletico last season in a crazy, crazy game by all accounts. Marvelous Nakamba, transfer offer from Arsenal for our 80-rated CDM. The problem with Marvelous is that although we signed him in the first couple of seasons, he hasn't been part of my plans this season. We just have better players now. So unless the offer is right from Arsenal, I'm not prepared to let him go for that cheap. I want at least £16.5 million for him. Arsene, mate, you're being stingy. You're being stingy, Arsene. 15.5, come on, you can stretch to that. 12.3? What? Come on, stretch to 15, Arsene. I'm an Arsenal fan. You can do me this solid. Come on, man. Fair enough. There you go. So they're willing to match the 15. Oh, he's back, boys and girls. Nabil Fekir has just sent us this message. This upcoming game is crucial to our season. I feel great and think I'll do a much better job if you pick me over Reece in this match. I mean, Reece wasn't going to play in this match, but listen, mate. It's nice to have you back. I'm going to say that for sure. So, with that, I don't even want to take out the player of the year, Daniel Vass, because it doesn't make sense to do that. He's player of the year. Nabil Fekir's feeling good, even though... What? He's feeling good, but he's still got an injury mark. I don't think I'll start him then. I think he will make on the bench and potentially come on at some point to change it. Oh, Emre Moore's back as well, boys. Yes, about time we had our players coming back. Decent. You know what I'm going to do, though, guys? Because of the fact that I want this Barcelona game to be... I guess as authentic as possible, I'm going to wait till the next episode to play this because I want the face cam to be back. So, yeah. Apologies for the only 2 games of the episode today. But, yeah, that's the aim anyways. Also, I do have a bit of money. And if the Nakamba deal goes through, we'll have about £40 million to spend. So, who do you want to see join us here at Celta Vigo in this transfer window? Leave some comments down below and I will go upon them and act upon them as well. I will try and get the next episode of the series out very soon for you all again as well. So that way you're not having to wait a long period of time between the episodes. But still, guys, thank you so much for watching this one. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you for your continued support on the channel. I really appreciate that. And you guys are all insane. Remember, as I always say as well, if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button. Message before we go. It's incredibly warm in the UK. Make sure you stay hydrated. I said this yesterday. I'll say it again. Yeah, because if you don't, it can be very, very deadly. So just make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids with the heat and stuff and enjoy the sun as well. Catch you all again soon. Adios.